Evening, friend, and welcome back to the Western Lair. Tonight, rain falls softly outside a lonely old roadside general store somewhere along a quiet American highway. Beyond the rain-covered windows, the empty road stretches into the darkness, and beside the counter, an old radio hums softly through another long Western night. Tonight's broadcast brings us two adventures from Hopalong Cassidy, one of the most beloved Western programs from the golden age of radio. First airing in 1948 and starring William Boyd as Hopalong Cassidy himself, the series became famous for its fast-moving frontier stories, loyal friendships, dusty trails, and the kind of old-fashioned Western heroism folks still remember today. It's the sound of campfires, horses, and lonely Western nights carried softly through the radio static. We begin tonight with the Red Rock Mesa, a Western tale where danger waits somewhere beyond the rain-soaked highways and lonely desert trails of the frontier. Out beyond the glowing store windows, the empty road disappears into the darkness while the old radio crackles softly beside the counter. So settle in for the long night ahead. Listen to the storm tapping gently against the glass, and ride along into another old Western adventure here at the Western Lair.
It's Hopalong Cassidy. With action and suspense, out of the Old West comes the most famous hero of them all, Hopalong Cassidy, starring William Boyd. The ring of the Silver Spurs heralds the most amazing man ever to ride the prairies of the early West, Hopalong Cassidy. This famous hero thrills his 60 million fans with action and dangerous adventure. In the role of Hopalong Cassidy is the popular star of the motion picture series, William Boyd. And appearing as that laughable old character, California, is Andy Clyde. Now to our story, Red Rock Mesa. Below them, shimmering in the heat of a noon sun, lay Mescalosa Plain, stretching as far as the eye can see. The squat settlement of Mescalosa in the center, the pine-covered hills of the Indian Reservation to the right, and far in the distance, beyond the white sands of the desert, the flat-topped tableland called Red Rock Mesa.
Gosh, Hoppy, ain't that a sight?
Yeah, it looks mighty hot down there.
She was mighty hot the last time I seen her in more ways than one.
When was that, California?
In 73, the year before the Comanche War. Me and another feller, now, what was his name?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, suppose not. Memory ain't what it used to be. Anyway, me and this other fella get caught 10 miles out of Mescalosa by a bunch of Comanches. And they run us clean across that desert and up Red Rock Mesa. Nearest I ever come to parting with my corfuler. When they finally corralled the Comanches and put them on the reservation, I shook the dust of Mescalosa off in my boots and promised myself I'd never come back.
Well, I don't think we need worry about the Comanches now, California. They've been behaving themselves for quite a while.
Well, I still ain't in love with the Mescalosa country. Wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for this horse business of yours. Them Comanche Indians is about as tough as they come. Why, I remember the time once when I...
Hey.
What's the matter?
That's funny.
Huh?
That smoke over there, the other side of the ridge.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Let's take a look. Well, what do you make of it, California?
Don't know. Looks like somebody's ranch house got burned down.
It's still smoldering. Couldn't have happened more than a few hours ago, sometime in the early morning.
Hoppy, I ain't one to jump to conclusions, but...
Go on, what is it?
Well, a few years back, we never had to think very hard when we run onto a burned ranch house.
Comanches?
Yeah.
We better get out of here. I want to talk to the marshal in Mescalosa.
Get down. Down, Hoppy.
What was that?
Look, in that timber there.
What's an arrow?
Let's get out of here, Hoppy.
Keep down. We might get out the back.
Let's go.
Hold it. They thought of that, too.
Well, they'll have to come and get me.
No, put your gun away. We're surrounded. If we get out of this at all, it won't be by shooting.
There ain't nothing else to do, Hoppy.
Maybe not, but we got to try. This is one spot we're going to have to talk our way out of.
Now back to Hopalong Cassidy and Red Rock Mesa. For 5 eternal minutes, Hoppy in California crouch in the blackened ruins of the ranch house, waiting for something to happen. Then...
Look.
Where?
There's one of them coming around that boulder. Give me your handkerchief. Is it white?
Used to be. Here.
Good. Put it on this stick here. There. Now.
Never thought I'd see the day when Hopalong Cassidy would wave a white flag at an engine.
Well, if you want to keep your toupee in place, you'll shut up. Hello over there.
He's coming out.
All right, now. Cover me while I go out to meet him.
Right, Hoppy.
And don't pull that trigger unless you have to. Understand?
Yeah. Good luck, Hoppy.
Thanks. Howdy. You speak English?
Me no white man talk. Me no white man ways. Bring other man here.
I'd rather leave him where he is.
We said bring other man here.
What do you want?
Guns. You have guns.
Yeah, we have guns and we're going to keep them.
Like magpie, you make big talk. You tell other man.
Chief, wait a minute.
A white girl.
What happened? Tell me.
You ask white man, he make big talk.
Who are you?
My name's Cassidy.
Where are you from?
From the Bar 20 Ranch, quite a ways north of here. My friend and I just got here a few minutes ago. Pulled up on the ridge over there and saw the smoke. Came over to take a look.
What are you doing in Mesa County?
Just come down here to buy some horses.
I see. Chief, these aren't the men. You must let them go in peace. Bring your friend out here, Mr. Cassidy.
All right, miss. California.
Here, Hoppy. What in tarnation's that white gal doing here?
I don't know, but she sure came at the right time. Come on. This is my partner, California Carlson.
Howdy, ma'am.
How do you do? This is Chief Broken Lance of the Comanches. He's sorry he made the mistake.
Where do you like when you can do?
He wants you to go in peace.
Mind if I ask what this is all about, miss?
Oh, it's simple enough. Someone's trying to stir up another Comanche war.
What do you mean?
Almost every ranch bordering the Indian reservation has been raided during the last few weeks. The cattle run off, the buildings burned. This is one of them right here.
I see. Do you mind if we,
Oh, of course. Chief, we'd like to talk. You'd better get back to the others.
You tell white man our story, miss.
I will.
It is well.
Now, what makes you think these raids aren't the work of the Comanches?
I ought to know. I live with them. I keep an Indian school on the reservation. When the trouble started, I refused to leave with the others. I know the Comanches are innocent, but it's useless to plead with the ranchers in Mesa. They're ready to fight now. Our only hope is to catch whoever's behind these raids.
So when they saw California and me fooling around this ranch house here, they thought...
Of course they did. You're lucky you weren't killed.
Thanks to you, Miss,
Britt. Martha Britt. You'd better be on your way now. It's a 2-hour ride to Mesa.
Just like that, huh?
What do you mean?
Going to stay up here and take care of things all by yourself. Fight every white rancher in the county with a bunch of Indians and a lot of nerve?
I'm not asking anybody for help.
Well, you're going to get our help, whether you want it or not.
You're darn tootin'.
Thanks. Thanks very much. I would like you to do something for me.
And what's that?
The marshal in Mesa. His name's Bob Nolan. Keep an eye on him for me, will you?
Sure. I want to look things over in town this afternoon. I'll be back here tonight. Will you meet me?
All right. I'll be here.
Know what she was talking about, Hoppy? This town sure spoiling for a fight.
Yeah, she wouldn't have a chance talking to these birds. Well, let's see what her friend Bob Dolan thinks.
No matter what you say. So that's the way it looks to us ranchers, Nolan. We're getting together tonight to take some action on this thing. I hope you'll be with us. But if you ain't, we're going to go it alone.
You're not going to do anything till I say so, Whitman.
I tell you, we're tired of waiting. 3 ranches burned in the last 2 weeks. Over 1,000 head of cattle them Redskin varmints run off.
But I'm not setting off another Comanche war until I've got something more than suspicion to go on.
Is that the only reason, Nolan?
What do you mean?
Or are you afraid your young schoolmarm might get hurt if we tackle her precious Comanches? Think it over, Nolan.
Okay, what do you want?
I'm Hopalong Cassidy. This is California Carlson.
Howdy, Marshal. Howdy.
We talked to Miss Britt up in the foothills this afternoon.
Martha, how is she?
Fine.
What did she say about...
She's going to see it through from the Comanche side.
I was afraid of that. Say, who's that fellow you was talking to? Sully Whitman. Lost 500 head last night. Whitman, huh? Looks sort of familiar. He's like all the rest of them now. Ready to shoot a Comanche on sight.
How many cattle are missing now?
At least a couple of thousand. There's no ranch around here hasn't been hit at least once.
Can't run off 500 head of cattle without leaving a trail.
We followed cattle trails till we're dizzy. Got nowhere.
What do you mean you got nowhere, Bob?
Every trail leads to the same place. Somewhere in the edge of the Tierra.
Tierra?
The Tierra de la Muerte. Sand desert south of here. Wow. Sean, what's happened? Ambush. At the edge of the Tierra. They got Bill and Larry. They did, huh? You got horses handy, Cassidy?
Right outside.
Okay, come on with me. It'll be dark when we get there, but I'll show you what I mean. This is the place. Where'd they fire from, Sean? The rise over yonder. You can see it in the moonlight there. Well, what do you make of it, Cassidy? Just like the others. Cattle tracks leading right out into the desert.
How far does the desert go?
100 miles or more. Nothing but sand dunes. Wind washes out the tracks 5 minutes after they're made.
Well, those cattle got to be somewhere. You can't make a couple of thousand head disappear.
You say you couldn't see who fired on you, Sean? Nope. The shots came from that rise over there, and... Wait. Huh? Look. There in the moonlight. It's an engine. Get down. There he goes. Come on.
Here's where you fired from.
Sean? Yeah? No use trailing him now. He's halfway through the desert. Well, I'm satisfied now, Cassidy.
Yeah?
I saw him, and it was an engine. That's all I need.
Only one thing.
What's that?
Take a look at these tracks here.
Huh?
First time I ever heard of an Indian riding a horse with iron shoes.
He might have stolen the horse.
Maybe. And maybe it was a white man dressed up to look like an Indian.
Huh?
I think he wanted us to see him. There's brush cover all over the hill here. A half-wit would know better than to ride up the hilltop against a full moon and start shooting. Say nothing of a Comanche.
Hey, maybe you're right.
Come on, let's get back to town.
Tired of sitting around doing nothing while the Comanches run off our cattle and burn our ranches. I know you are, too. They're with you, Whitman. They got Bill Connors and Larry Baker at the edge of the desert this afternoon.
They did?
As far as I'm concerned, that's the last straw. I'm ready to move.
Now, wait a minute, Sully. Listen, all of you. First blow struck against the Comanche Nation will start it up all over again. Right. I know there isn't a coward in the lot of you. I'm the last one who's going to run out on my duty here. But Hopalong Cassidy and I were down to the scene of the shooting tonight. And we still aren't satisfied it was done by the Comanches. Now, look, boys, all I'm asking you to do
wait a minute. I'd like to ask the marshal here one question. I'd like to know if he's holding back because he wants to do right by the Comanches or because he's afraid a certain little schoolmarm might get hurt in the fighting.
Okay, Sully. Pick him up and back. All right, boys, now get this. There's only one way I can answer that kind of a charge. Be saddled and ready by dawn. Well, we were waiting to hear that. The war's on.
Before we continue with this exciting story, here is a word from your announcer. Now back to Hopalong Cassidy and Red Rock Mesa. It's after midnight now as Hoppy and California ride up to the ruins of the farmhouse where they first met Martha Britt.
Hold it, California.
Reckon she's here?
We'll see in a minute. There she is. Come on. Martha,
Mr. Cassidy, we've been waiting for hours.
they kept us pretty busy. Who's with you?
Broken lance.
Good. The town's up in arms.
Oh.
They're taking off at dawn. Armed to the teeth.
I was afraid of that.
Well, Bob's forced him to it. He asked me to get you out of here.
The Indians are depending on me. I can't desert them now.
Don't be silly. You can't help them by hanging around either.
But where can I go? I can't go back to Mesa 𝐂𝐿𝐎𝐿𝐻. They think I'm a traitor. I can't stay here in the hills.
Wait a minute.
What is it, California?
I'm thinking.
We haven't got time for that.
No, I'm thinking the time the Comanches run me and that other fella up Red Rock Mesa. Why can't we take Miss Britt there? There's a trail no one knows about on the far side. This fella showed it to me. His name was... Hey,
What's the matter?
I got it. The fella I was up there with. I remember who he is.
Who?
Whit Sullivan. Sully Whitman. They're the same fella. That skunk who's firing up the mob down below is the fella I got run up the Mesa with.
You sure?
Sure, positive.
Wait a minute now. 2,000 head of cattle disappearing into the desert. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Look out in the valley there. You can see the mesa in the moonlight. Suppose those cattle were run out into the sand dunes so the wind could cover their tracks. Then suppose they were turned south to the mesa. What's it like on top?
Prettiest land you ever saw. Water there, plenty of grass.
Enough for 2,000 head of cattle?
For a short spell, sure.
So Whitman pulls off the raids, makes it look like the Comanches, then fires up the town for another Indian war. I think I know why now. It begins to make sense.
Wait a spell, you left me behind.
Martha,
Yes?
tell the chief to get his men together and hold up in the woods here. We'll try to make it back before dawn.
Where are we going?
To the top of Red Rock Mesa. Hold it. There's the rim up ahead. Better leave the horses here.
Right, Hoppy.
It beats me how a trail as wide as this could be so well hidden.
Old Buffalo Trail, I reckon.
Wait. Listen.
Cattle.
Yeah. I think we've solved the mystery of the disappearing cows, California. Come on now.
Right behind you.
Take it easy. They might have a sentry at the top of the trail here. All right, now. Around the other side of this boulder, we ought to get a look at the top of the mesa. Watch where you step.
Hoppy. Look. Right below us.
It's covered with cattle. There's a campfire over there. A couple more on the other side. Well, there must be 20 men here anyway. And we only want one of them. To bring back with us for a souvenir. Somehow we got to get one of those guys away from that nearest campfire.
Sit down, will you? Shut up. You're giving me the willies pacing around like that.
I'm cold.
You mean you're yellow? You're scared stiff.
Sure I'm scared. So are you. Only I admit it. It's crazy, that's what it is. Cooking up an Indian ward to keep every man in the county busy. Why, we moved 2,500 head of cows off this tabletop.
You hear that?
Yeah. One of the horses must have walked down the trail a piece.
I'll go.
You stay where you are. I'll get him. I need the exercise. Crazy cayuse. Wandering down there this time of the night. Yeah. Hey, you are, you. A white horse. We got them. What is this?
Put up your hand. Not a sound, understand, or I'll blow you off the top of this mesa. California.
Yeah, Hoppy.
Stick a gag in his mouth.
Sure.
Tie his hand.
Feet too, Hoppy?
No, he's got a long ride ahead of him. Hate to make him do it side saddle.
Hey, you. Whitman.
Yeah, Nolan?
Come over here. I want you here with me at the head of the procession.
Any particular reason?
Yeah. You're the man who drummed up this expedition. I want you right up in front with the rest of us when the shooting starts.
Still sticking up for the Comanches, are you, Bob?
Sticking up for you ranchers, if you only knew it.
Bob!
What is it, Sean?
Well, it's getting light enough to see the hills now. Take a look over there on the east ridge.
Yeah. Hold it, boys. Pull up a minute. Over there.
What do you reckon it is, Marshal?
Yeah, looks like a fire over at that burned ranch house.
Injuns?
Maybe.
It might be a trap. Yeah. Fan out, boys. Divide into two columns. We'll hit the burned ranch house on the east ridge from two sides.
You've got to believe me, Cassidy. I don't know nothing. I don't know who the boss is. I never saw him.
Don't tell us that.
If you know what's good for you, you better tell us the truth, mister.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know.
Shut up. Martha,
Yes,
how's the chief coming with the fire?
be ready in a minute.
Fire?
Yeah, an old Comanche custom. Of California, you take care of our guests. I'm going over to help with the preparations.
Preparations? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing much. Just rigging up a framework over the fire. Sort of a perch for the guest of honor. Yeah, back in 73, we used to call it Comanche conversation piece. Nothing like good warm feet to make a man real talkative.
Oh,
Ever had dealings with the Comanches, mister?
no.
Well, you've got a lot to learn. Real practical folks, the Comanches. The chief out there, Broken Lance, he's a Comanche of the old school. Don't make engines like Broken Lance no more.
What do you mean?
Well, mind the time in 73, just before Adobe Walls, when old Broken Lance here had a couple of white prisoners who knew something they wasn't telling. The first one was real stubborn. He wasn't talking. No, sir. He just wasn't talking. Something like you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, to make a long story short, they drug out the conversation piece, like you see here, and strung the fella up over the fire barefooted. Then begun lowering him into them red-hot coals, real slow-like.
Then what?
The fella wouldn't talk. Just like I said, a real stubborn fellow. So then they coated him with honey from a bee tree and tied him up on top of an anthill. The ants swarmed over that fella something awful, like to chaw him to bits. Fella still wouldn't talk, so they finally lost patience and killed him dead.
Yeah? Oh, what about the other one?
Well, but then them Comanches was awful mad. So when it come to other fella's turn, they decided to get tough with him.
Bob, Sean, what'd you find up there? It's the chief, all right, in the clearing by the burned cabin. They got a fire there.
Anyone else?
I'm not sure, Whitman. I couldn't see no one.
Of course you couldn't. It's an ambush, Nolan. If Broken Lance is there, the woods around that cabin are full of Comanches. I'll stake my life on it.
That's just what you might be doing. Sean.
Yeah?
Ride back to the rest. Tell them to stay right where they are and hold their fire until they hear shots from the clearing, understand?
Right.
What are you doing, Nolan?
We're going ahead to talk to Broken Lance, Whitman.
You're crazy.
What's the matter, Whitman? You yellow?
No, I'm not yellow. Let's go.
There's a cabin, down there.
Something's wrong. That fire burning, no one around.
Let's go down and take a look.
Yeah, we better get the others.
Take it easy, Whitman. War hasn't even started, and you're ready to jump out of your britches.
Oh, don't be a fool. You know this is a crazy stunt as well as I do.
Maybe. You're a pretty brave hombre with a mob at your back, Whitman. Just wondering how you handle it alone. Put down that gun.
Let go of my hand.
That gun. There. You know what you did, don't you? 200 men are on their way up here right now, ready to shoot on sight.
Bob,
Cassidy.
where'd the shooting come from?
Whitman, the mob's on its way up now. Where's Martha?
She's all right.
We gotta get her out of here. Why, those men...
No, never mind that now. I think we got the answer what they're looking for.
What's that, Cassidy?
You'll find out, Whitman. Let's go. Over here.
It's a trick, Nolan.
Shut up and get going. Follow them around there.
I tell you, there's something.
Something wrong, Mr. Whitman?
No, just,
What's the matter, boss? Don't you recognize your number one hand?
I never saw this man in my life.
No use, Whitman. They found the cattle on the Mesa. I told them the whole story.
Why, you're reaching for an empty holster, Whitman. I got your gun. Now, what is it, Cassidy?
You can head off your army and tell them if they change their course for Red Rock Mesa in a hurry, they'll get their cattle back. Whitman and his gang have a whole 2,500 head corralled up on top, ready to move tonight. Or maybe we'd better all ride out there while Mr. Whitman tells them himself.
Now back to Hopalong Cassidy.
Mr. Cassidy,
Yes, Miss Martha?
I want you to know how much I appreciate what you've done. There's peace in the valley again, and I think we'll hold on to it.
And I'm holding on to you, honey. Right here in Mescalosa, where I can keep an eye on you.
All through sharing Martha with the Comanches, Bob?
Right.
I'm sure they can get along without me now.
And I expect you two can get along without a couple of bar 20 cowpokes who ought to be heading back for their home range.
I've been waiting for you to make that suggestion, Hoppy.
Getting impatient, California?
Well, just a mite uneasy, being so close to that there Comanche reservation and all.
What do you mean?
Well, to tell you the truth, Hoppy, I told that fella such a doggone good story about them Comanche tortures, I ain't been able to sleep nights since.
That was the Red Rock Mesa. Outside the old roadside store, rain still falls steadily across the empty highway while the neon signs flicker softly against the darkness. The coffee's gone a little colder now, and the old radio hums low beside the counter as another frontier mystery waits somewhere beyond the storm. Up next from Hopalong Cassidy comes The Secret in the Hill. Another tale of hidden danger, quiet western towns, and trouble buried deeper than it first appears.
With action and suspense out of the Old West comes the most famous hero of them all, Hopalong Cassidy, starring William Boyd. The ring of the silver spurs heralds the most amazing man ever to ride the prairies of the early West, Hopalong Cassidy, the same Hoppy you cheer in motion pictures, and the same California you've laughed at a million times. Raw courage and quick shooting have built a legend around this famous hero. Hopalong is a name to be feared, respected, and admired, for this great cowboy rides the trails of adventure and excitement. William Boyd as Hopalong Cassidy, and Andy Clyde as California. What's our story this time, Hoppy?
It's one that I feel mighty lucky I'm alive and able to tell, because it's about a time California and I had our narrowest escape. We call it The Secret in the Hill. Early one morning, we were riding through the Chenango Pass country when we noticed a sign nailed to a fence post. I pulled off the trail to read it. I don't like this, California. Listen to what this says. $500 reward. Wanted, dead or alive, killer of Fred Benson, son of Wade Benson of Chenango Pass, by order, sheriff.
If they got a reward up for him, he's probably run halfway to hallelujah by now.
Maybe so, but he might still be around playing possum.
I don't know, Hoppy. Seems only reasonable for a killer to vamoose if he got the chance.
It depends on how and why the victim was killed. If we find the reason for Fred Benson's murder, we'll find his killer.
We will?
Sure.
You mean you want us to find a reason we don't know why a murderer we don't know killed a man we don't know? No. That's just too many things we don't know.
Then we'd better start learning the answers right now. Come on. We're riding for Chenango Pass to catch a killer.
Nobody answers, Hoppy. You figure this is the right place?
Yeah. Wade Benson's name is on the gate. Knock again.
Put up your hands, you two. I got you covered.
What? Look, Hoppy. He's covering us from the window with a rifle.
And I'll just keep it pointing at you while you state your business here.
I don't state anything with a rifle aimed at me, stranger. But if you're Wade Benson, we're here as friends.
That ain't saying who you are.
I'm Hopalong Cassidy. This is my partner, California Carlson.
Hopalong Cassidy? Oh, I'll be a son of a gun. Just a second, I'll get the door open for you.
Mighty queer way for Benson to welcome callers with a rifle in his hands.
With a murderer loose, he probably figures on playing safe.
Well, come right in, gents. I apologize for that business at the window. I've been kind of leery of strangers lately.
I understand, Benson.
Come on out, Ma. It's all right. Ma, meet Hopalong Cassidy and California Carlson.
Why, howdy.
Howdy, ma'am.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you, ma'am. Well, you folks may be wondering why California and I are here. The reason is we saw the sign down the road about your son being killed.
You think you can do something about catching the skunk that murdered Fred?
I don't know yet. First, I'd like to find out why he was killed. Did your son have any enemies around here?
Enemies? He didn't know anybody hereabouts. Why, he hardly even talked to anybody before he was shot.
Well, here's the whole story, Mr. Cassidy. Ma and me come out here just a month ago. We had our savings, $10,000, and we got a chance to buy this gold mine. Fred was studying to be a mining engineer in a college back east, and we wanted to surprise him. So we bought the mine with our savings.
A gold mine for $10,000? Didn't that seem pretty cheap?
Well, maybe, but the record showed that $100,000 in gold been taken out of that mine in 2 years. We're no doubt about it.
I see. So what happened after you bought the mine?
Well, we tried to get a loan at the bank in Columbia City for cash to work the mine. They told us the mine was no good. All worked out.
I've heard of that happening before. The gold vein peters out, and there just ain't nothing left.
Yeah, that's what they told me. I tried to find the slicker sold me the mine, but a fellow named Slim Daniels, but he skipped out.
We wrote our boy Fred about it, and he'd come out just as soon as he could get here.
Fred figured maybe there just might be a chance we could get a little more gold out in that mine. Maybe get our money's worth back. So the morning after he got here, he set out to look over the mine.
That's the last time we saw him.
Yeah. He was found late in the afternoon. Shot dead.
It's sure hard to figure.
Wait, just what did Fred do during the day? Did he go right to the mine?
No. First, Fred borrowed some tools from Rod Black's mine supply store over in town. Then went to the mine. Around noontime, he sent a note for me to the store by an old prospector called Pat Mule Parker. Rod Black brung it to me later. Said the mine was no good. That's all we know.
Fred sent a note? Exactly what did it say, Benson?
Well, I still got it right here in my wallet. You read it yourself, Mr. Cassidy.
Let's see. It says there's no gold at all. It's a dead mine.
Guess that's pretty different about the mine being no good. Too bad you couldn't get something out of it for your $10,000.
Oh, Rod Black offered us $1,000. Says he can salvage the equipment. Ore buckets and rock crushing machinery and such stuff. At least that's something.
So that's the story. Fred examined the mine, sent this note, and was killed.
Well, that's it, Mr. Cassidy. His murderer seems to have got away. The low-down, sneaking snake.
Even a snake leaves a trail, Benson. And I don't intend to let this one get away.
Now back to Hopalong Cassidy and our story, The Secret in the Hill. Hoppy and California are looking into the killing of Fred Benson, who was found mysteriously shot after he had inspected a worthless gold mine his father had bought. Having heard the story of the murder from old Mr. and Mrs. Wade Benson, Hoppy and California have ridden to the place close by the mine where Fred's body was found.
Notice something, California? All these boulders around here give plenty of cover for whoever ambushed Fred Benson. Anyone on this trail could be followed for miles without knowing it.
Sure. Why, the killer could be hiding behind some boulder 20 feet from where we're standing right now, and we'd never know it.
Sure.
What in suffering blue blazes is that?
Somebody laughing. The question is, where is it?
Skin me for a jackrabbit. Hey, here he comes, Hoppy, from behind that big rock.
Well, what were you up to hiding those rocks, stranger?
He just wanted to show you how right you was about a body could hide out in these rocks. Me and Molly been following you for a mile. Heard every word you said, too.
Molly? Who's that?
Who's that, he wants to know. Come on out here, Molly, and say howdy.
Look there, Hoppy. Molly's a mule.
Yeah, a pack mule. I guess you're Pack Mule Parker then, stranger.
Yeah, that's me, Pack Mule Parker. And since you know who I am, I reckon you knows everything around here belongs to me, and you're trespassing on my property.
Your property? You mean you got title to all this land?
Title? I don't take no stock in titles. I come out here 30 years ago when there weren't nothing but coyotes and jackrabbits living in these here hills. I was the first one here, Everything all around here is mine by natural rights.
I see. And so you consider anyone who comes by a trespasser?
Sure. Keeps me mighty busy protecting my property. Watching everyone that comes poking around.
Listen, Parker. Were you watching that mine over there 2 weeks ago when young Benson came here?
Sure. Saw him get in, saw him come out.
Fred Benson gave you a note to deliver, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I come down to warn him off the property, but he gave me 2 bits to take this note to Rod Black's store so Rod could give it to his pa. He's a real nice boy, too. All smiling and happy about something. Anyhow, I just went along and delivered the note to Rod straight away.
You say Fred Benson was smiling and happy?
He sure was.
I see. You know that Fred Benson was killed right here that same afternoon, don't you, Parker?
Sure, I noticed. Hey, where are you going? Get away from Molly.
I'm just admiring this rifle strapped on the mule, Parker. Pretty old. Beautiful handmade gun.
Oh, yeah. I brought it out from Kentucky with me. With that rifle, I can pick a flea off in a skunk's ear at 1,000 yards.
Did you ever maybe pick off a trespasser like Fred Benson and what you call your property?
Oh, look at here, stranger. Whether I'm dead or whether I didn't, ain't nothing that you got to talk about. Give me back my gun, mister.
Sure, here you are. Oh, wait a minute. What's this you got carved on the gun stock?
That's my signature. Can't you see?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, California, let's get on to Rod Black's store in Chenango Pass. I want to talk with him. So long, Parker.
Better be goodbye, because I don't want you trespassing on my property. If you got any notions to go poking around down that mine yonder, I'm warning you, you might never come out again. That's all I got to say. Come on, boy.
You know, Hoppy, I get 2 ideas about Pat Mule Parker. 1, he's plumb loony, and 2, he shot Fred Benson.
California, there's no doubt that you're at least half right. Howdy. Which one of you men is Rod Black?
That's me, stranger. You looking for something in the way of mining equipment?
No, just now I'm looking for some information.
You don't say. Information? About what?
Fred Benson.
Fred Benson, eh? Well, who are you to be asking about Fred Benson?
I'm Hopalong Cassidy, and this is California Carlson, my partner.
Well, Hopalong Cassidy. Well, now, about Fred Benson. The sheriff's laid up with a busted leg, and being a deputy, I'm handling this shooting case myself.
Then I'd like to hear your ideas about the murder, Black.
He ain't got no ideas. Everybody except Rod knows that only 2 people could have killed Benson.
So? Well, Black, what about these 2 people who could have shot Benson?
Cassidy, it's this way. There's a loony old coot named Pack Mule Parker.
Yeah, we ran into him. He's got the mistaken idea that he owns practically all the mining country around here and has to protect it against trespassers. Is it your idea that Parker figured Fred Benson was trespassing on his property and shot him?
Well, ain't no question Parker's loony, and, of course, he might have done it.
All right, that's one suspect. What about the other?
Well, now, I ain't sure of this neither, but some folks think it could have been Slim Daniels.
Slim Daniels? Ain't that the feller that sold that worked-out gold mine to old Benson and then skipped out?
He didn't skip out. Folks seen him skulking around through the hills. Ain't no mistaking that pinto he rides.
That's right, Cassidy. Some folks figure Fred Benson met up with Slim by accident. Fred demands the money back and goes for Daniels. Slim pulls his gun and shoots the boy. It's possible, of course.
Yeah, but it's all guesswork. We need proof, some evidence.
Well, how you figure you're going to get evidence, Mr. Cassidy?
Fred was shot shortly after he'd been down looking into that mine. There must be a connection. I'm going down into the mine to find it.
Now, Cassidy, we're willing to help you run down whoever done the killing, but you don't need our help poking into that hole. Anyhow, good luck to you. Come on, folks.
Cassidy, I personally figure you'll be wasting time going into that mine. And besides, it's like to be kind of dangerous.
Seems like the idea that mine's mighty dangerous is kind of popular. Old Parker hinted at it, too.
That's right, Black. Why is it dangerous?
Now, these hills is kind of a loose rock formation, and that mine Benson bought never had enough timbering put up inside. That tunnel ceiling could easy cave in.
I still think we'll take the chance, Black. After all, Fred Benson came out of the mine all right.
Sure, Cassidy. It's your own neck you're risking.
All right, then. We'd like to borrow a few things from your stock, Black. A couple of picks, some candles, and a few sticks of dynamite.
Well, if you're looking for gold in that mine, even dynamite won't help you. Well, here's your stuff. There's picks, candles, dynamite, some fuse, and caps. Now, will that do you?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Well, I'll just take it into the back room, put it all in a sack for you. Be right out.
I ain't saying I like the idea of going down in that hole, Hoppy. What you figuring looking for down there?
For whatever it was Fred Benson found, it made him happy and smiling when he came out and met Pack Mule Parker.
Hoppy, I flat refuse to go with you.
What, California? What do you mean?
I refuse to go unless first we stop at that hash house down the street and eat a 2-pound beefsteak. I'm nigh starved.
All right, California. Judging from the looks of that broken-down hash house, a good steak will be as scarce as the gold in Benson's mine.
Here you are, Cassidy. Picks, candles, dynamite, fuse, all in the sack. Anything else I can do for you?
Just wish us luck, Black.
Well, you'll sure need luck going into that mine.
Forget the mine, Black. Wish us luck with our beefsteak.
Now back to Hopalong Cassidy and our story, The Secret in the Hills.
Hoppy, I feel like we've been walking through this tunnel for miles.
Well, I think we're nearly at the end of the shaft. Watch it, California. Here's another sharp turn. Well, here we are. Tunnel widens into a sort of room here. This is as far as the mine goes.
Yeah, and I'm sure glad it don't go no further.
Let's set our candles on this rock shelf. Now, give me one of those picks. I want to probe these walls a bit.
Right. And I'll open the sack, and I'll... Hoppy. Don't take another step forward. Move back slow. This way. What? Just in front of you, Hoppy. Rattlesnakes. Whew, that was close. Hey, there are dozens of them. Dozens? Look yonder, Hoppy. There's a whole swarming pile of them. Hundreds.
Sure enough, it's a den of rattlers. They often hole up in an underground place like this.
Some of them are crawling toward the tunnel. We better get out of here, Hoppy. I ain't hankering to wade through rattlesnakes.
All right, California. Let's move out along the wall here.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Oh, what the devil? Get out of the tunnel. What?
Hoppy. The whole tunnel's caved in. It's blocked solid.
Watch the snake. Come over here.
Hoppy, we're trapped down here. We can't kill off all these rattlers. Look, they're swarming out of that cleft in the rock.
Quick. Pick up some of these splintered timbers. Start a fire. That'll keep the snakes back.
Yeah, give me the candle. I'll start some of these slivers. Now, some more of the bigger pieces.
There, that'll do it for now.
Yeah, for now, but what'll we do next, Hoppy? Quiet. Listen. I don't hear nothing but them rattlers whirring.
Oh, I hear something beyond that wall. It's water. The cave-in must have opened up a fissure. That's an underground stream.
Oh, I ain't worrying about dying of thirst. Not with all them rattlers ready to get us as soon as the fire goes out.
Look, notice there's not as much smoke in here as there should be. That means air's coming in.
Where?
Look there, the smoke is moving toward the wall where the water sound comes from.
Yeah.
If there's an underground stream, it means that there's some sort of tunnel. And the air movement means there's an opening.
Hey, but Hoppy, are you gone loco? There ain't no door in that rock wall, no matter what's beyond it.
But we've got dynamite. We'll blast an opening.
Sure, but... No, hold on, Hoppy. The explosion in this small space, it'd kill us.
But that big rock in the far corner will give us some protection. But that's not the only risk. When we blast open the wall, if that underground stream is on a higher level than we are, the water will come pouring in here and drown us.
Well, that'll be quicker and better than waiting for these rattlers to kill us. I'll get out the dynamite.
Good. I'll scatter this fire to drive the snakes back from the wall. Then find a place to wedge in the dynamite.
Hoppy, here's the dynamite. 4 sticks. But no cap. We can't explode it without caps.
No caps?
No.
That tunnel didn't cave in of itself. It was dynamited. Somebody removed the caps from the sack so that we couldn't blast our way out of here.
Who could have took the caps? We hid the sack and
we didn't actually see Rod put the caps in. We weren't watching the sack in the restaurant. When we first came to the mine, we left the sack outside for several minutes while we made sure the tunnel timbering was safe.
Well, no matter who the dirty varmint was who took him, he's finished us for good. Now we ain't got a chance, Hoppy.
There's one chance, California, just one. Give me that dynamite.
Huh? Yeah, here you are. But what good is it without cap?
There. I got it wedged in the rock wall. It'll take all 4 sticks to do the trick, though.
Yeah, but I still don't see, Hoppy. What you going to do with that revolver cartridge?
I'm taking out the lead ball. I'm going to put the blank cartridge in the end of the stick of dynamite. That'll act as a detonator, just like a cap. That's how we'll explode the dynamite.
But you'll have to have some way to explode the cartridge first.
Correct. We'll get behind that rock in the corner. Then I'll try to hit the cartridge cap and the dynamite with a shot from my revolver. That'll explode it, if I don't miss. If I do miss, my bullet will just break up the dynamite. It's one shot, one chance.
One shot. There's hardly no light in here, Hoppy, and what little light there is all kind of wavy and flickering, and it'll be an impossible shot, Hoppy.
I know, California, but it's our one chance to escape. Otherwise, we'll stay trapped in here.
Yeah, it's rattlesnakes are drowning, or the explosion itself might kill us. What are we waiting for? Shoot, Hoppy.
All right. Crouch down behind me. You ready? Here goes. Oh!
Gone. I feel like I've been through a rock crusher after squeezing up through that crack the blast opened up, Hoppy. But just seeing this daylight is all the cure I need.
Well, somebody didn't intend that we should ever see daylight again. Somebody took those caps. Somebody blasted that mine tunnel so that we'd be trapped in there for keeps.
Yeah, and just let me get my hands on the low-down, sneaking, crawling, murdering son of a skunk, and I'll
You'll do what?
I'm going to take this nice big jagged rock along with me as a souvenir and bounce it off on the varmint's skull.
But we got to find out who it is first. Hey, wait a minute. Let me see that piece of rock.
Huh? This? Why, sure. There you are.
Yeah, that's it. Let's get to our horses. I got the answer to everything now.
Reckon he's out in the back room.
Black? Rod Black.
Who is it?
Come out here to the front of your store.
What? Cassie, Carson, I didn't expect you back so soon.
The murderer didn't expect us to be back at all.
What do you mean?
Just this, Black. Fred Benson's killer saw to it that there was no dynamite caps in that sack when we got down into the mine. Then he blasted the tunnel trying to bury us alive.
But why should he want to kill you?
Because the murderer figured we'd find out what Fred Benson found down in that mine.
And what was that?
It was what Fred Benson wrote in the note he sent you to give to his father.
Why, the note only said there wasn't no gold in the mine, that it was, well, the way he put it, a dead mine.
No, Black. What Fred wrote was, there's no gold at all. It's a lead mine. Someone changed the L in lead to a D. That's the reason Fred was killed, so that only the murderer would know that the mine was full of lead ore worth a fortune.
Then what you saw in this chunk of rock I picked up was lead?
That's right, California. Our blast uncovered a big vein of lead. That's what Fred had discovered. That's why he was happy when Parker met him, and that's what he tried to tell his father in that note.
Well, then that settles it. Pack Mule Parker, bring me the note. He must have changed the word lead to dead. He must have shot Fred Benson to protect the secret. And he easy could have swiped the caps out of the sack when you weren't looking. Why, sure.
No, Black, it wasn't Parker. I examined that antique rifle of his. It won't shoot. The hammer's rusted tight. And what's more, Parker can't write. He's got what he calls his signature carved on the rifle stock. It's an X, a mark a man makes instead of a signature when he can't write.
Well, now, that being so, it throws it right back to Slim Daniels, wouldn't you say?
No, I wouldn't say. The idea of the fight between them won't stand up. Fred couldn't have recognized Daniels as the man who sold his father the mine because he'd never seen Daniels.
Why, you never...
Now, who is the murderer?
Why, I just can't guess.
You, Black. You're the only one who had a chance to change the note.
Me?
Then you offered to buy out old Benson for $1,000. It wasn't for the mine machinery and equipment.
Well, I just
It was
wanted...
because you knew the secret in the hill, that there was lead in the mine worth a fortune.
So he's the killing boss.
No, hey, that's just a guess. You got no proof. You can't accuse a man without proof. You said that yourself, Cassidy.
Black, I want to see you.
That's old pack mule Parker. What do you want, Parker? We're busy.
What do I want, he asked. I'll tell you what I want. Damages. Payment for damages from you, Rod Black.
Get out of here, you crazy old fool.
Get out, he says. I'll get out when you pay me a knot of 4. With my own eyes, I seen you dynamite that mine tunnel, blowing up my personal property. Hey, he's reaching for a gun.
Stand back, all of you. You're not going to take me. I tell you, I'll shoot you all before you...
Hey, he's out cold. What hit him?
Just that chunk of rock from the mine I flung at him, Hoppy. I said I was going to bounce it off in the skull of whomsoever was the murdering barman.
Good work, California. Now will you tie him up, all ready for delivery to the U.S. Marshal for arrest for murder.
Hey, if Rod Black is going to be arrested, how'll I collect my damages?
You'll collect all right, Parker. You're saying you saw Black dynamite the mine was all we needed to prove his guilt. You'll get the $500 reward.
Me? $500?
Sure.
Why, I'll be rich. Molly can have all the oats she can eat forever. What'll I tell Molly?
Well, the $500 will take care of Pack Mule Parker. The lead mine will take care of Mr. and Mrs. Benson, and the law will take care of Rod Black. There's just one more thing that ought to be took care of before we leave Chenango Pass, Hoppy.
What's that, California?
My appetite. Today we come so close to never eating again, I'm hungry all over.
California, you don't mean to say you want another 2-pound beefsteak?
Nope. And this time I'll take a 4-pounder.
California's appetite doesn't entirely run along the lines of adventure, does it? But when Hoppy and his sidekick go after snakes, whether they be murderers or a mine filled with rattlers, you can be sure that a snake of any kind is no match for them. Our next adventure with Hoppy and California takes place in Abilene, where a beautiful redhead becomes the victim of a murder, and the guilty man might have got away with it if it hadn't been for the memory of Mace Malott. Don't miss it. Hopalong Cassidy, starring William Boyd, is transcribed and produced in the West by Walter White, Jr. The Secret in the Hill was written by Paul Adams, with original music under the personal direction of Albert Glasser.
Well, now, that was The Secret in the Hill. Another long Western night slowly comes to an end, here at the Western Lair. Outside the old roadside store, rain still drifts softly across the empty highway, while the neon glow reflects against the wet pavement beyond the windows. Inside, the shelves sit quiet once more. The coffee pot still warm beside the counter, while the old radio fades gently into the late-night darkness. This is Bill for the Western Lair, thanking you for spending another stormy frontier evening beside the radio. If you enjoyed tonight's adventures from Hopalong Cassidy, be sure to subscribe for more classic Western radio, lonely highway nights, frontier stories, and vintage Americana atmosphere from another time. Until next time, keep the coffee hot, the lights low, and the radio softly playing through the rain.